he gets the screw cap. I got to open the
Okay, this
bottles.
is a classic example
great
of
stuff. Yeah.
Wine of the Month Club in the marketplace. Trusted buyer, got to move some wine. This is a guy, he brought in a ton of these wines. They're all great, but he's a beer salesman. He goes, yeah, I've been moving my beers, but I can't seem to move this wine. I said, well, wine is a whole different thing. And he goes, well, can you help me out? I said, let's taste the wines. And we tasted this pear tree. All the pear trees are really good. This is a 2009 Sauvignon Blanc from Marlborough, right? Yeah.
Marlborough. What's interesting about this wine, unlike a lot of New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs, it has kind of an effusive nose. It's got that gooseberry, slightly herbal character, but it's really reserved in the mouth.
It is.
It's like it doesn't go exploding in your mouth, which sometimes I like, but other times it can be a little off-putting.
Well, certainly Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc's going to be just like over the top grapefruit grass and everything. This is
very
subtle,
reserved,
but there, it's there. It gives me kind of a Pinot Gris. I'm sort of picking up like Pinot Gris in the nose, but
well, the Pinot Gris we've had from Australia, I think, have been absolutely incredible. I mean, they were so good.
Wow.
This is delicious. I'm doing a 95 on that.
I'll go 95, and that's some shellfish.
Ooh, absolutely. Yeah, lobster. I just did some fish and chips yesterday with some malt vinegar. That would be right on.
Oh, right. Ooh, wow. I mean, fish and chips are not cruvée, whatever it is, or sous.
No. I didn't sous vide the fish and chips. You can't fry in it. You remember, it's a yuppie crock pot.
Okay, because of your interest in the sous vide technology, I was at a restaurant in downtown LA called Town.